How to get your brain to focus, basically on command. Now, since I'm a teenager and since I still go to the education system, me and my classmates love to have some good laughs. Like, they sometimes tell a joke, and we just laugh our asses off, even if it's the most nonsensical bullshit out there. We still have, we still crack a good joke from time to time. Now, of course, sometimes it's just purely illogical, but still, it doesn't hurt to just laugh once in a while. But yeah, that also means that they sometimes don't know how to distinguish a situation, basically where it is appropriate and sometimes when it is inappropriate to not laugh at all. And recently I've been using this technique to not laugh whenever the situation would get dire because yeah, there were situations when they were laughing when they shouldn't be, and then the teachers gave us extra homework. They basically made the lesson a lot more difficult, and yeah, I ended up looking as one of those guys. Even though I never got any repercussions, you can still avoid these kinds of situations, and not just in this kind of way where basically you don't laugh. You can basically use this as such a powerful mindfulness and productivity amplifier that you will never be the same for the rest of your life. Now let me ask you this. How how do you think that you can log in on command? Just like that. How do you think that you can do that? Is it by making yourself as comfortable as possible? Now, of course, that works for the long term, but if you want quick bursts of productivity and of focusedness that you can basically, I don't recommend doing this like every single day, but you can basically do this like when you're a beginner on your self mastery journey or your self improvement journey. I call it self mastery because yeah, that's my way of doing self improvement. And it is my way of, actually becoming a better man and a stronger leader. But basically, when you're a beginner, it is more about repetition. So you need more of those quick bursts of productivity because when you're starting out on your self improvement journey, you need to put in the work for so much time of the day. Like, I'm not even joking, bro. You need to literally spend so much time in your mind just changing small mindset shifts, and you also need to read so fucking much, bro, like you have no idea at all. And so you need to learn how to log in on command. So how do you think that you can do that? Sure, you can stay relaxed, but you can only do that when you actually deserve it, because in the beginning stages of your self-mastery journey, you need to use what is called an extreme and a dire circumstance. Like, for example, let's say that you got a girl pregnant. Let's say that that happened. Do you think that if you had a goal that you needed to make 10K per month by by the end of like 9 months, do you think that you will be able to make it? And now let me ask you the same question, but now you need to make it because you have a child on the way. Will you be able to achieve it? Of course you fucking will. And I do believe in you. And now let's apply the same thing. Do you believe that you will make 10K per month, your first 10K per month, and then 10K per month for the rest of your life, and even more than that, if you knew that your entire family would die if you weren't successful at it? Of course you would. This just does something to us as humans on such a deep, primal level that it is literally, you cannot even put it into words. Like, yeah, it is literally like a movie script. And I know it sounds like that, like some kind of survival instinct or whatever, but this is genuinely how it works. Because if you imagined like a caveman living 50,000 years ago, what do you think that he would respond more to? Whether it would be relaxing and his wife basically hugging him from behind, or if it was some kind of a dire situation where his life would be on the line. Like, for example, a lion would jump like behind the tree and it would be threatening him and trying to attack him. Of course, he would respond more effortlessly to that situation where the lion would, be threatening his life. That's how it works. And that's what you need to do. When you're a beginner on self improvement, you need to always apply this. You need to you need to use these. You need to leverage this primal instinct in order to lock in. Because let me tell you, bro, even in these social situations where they were laughing at such bullshits, like Skibidi Toilet or What a Sigma or these kinds of weird ass memes that I don't even know what are they about. Yeah, sometimes my reputation was on the line. And yeah, basically, I used this method to lock myself in because I remember that, yeah, if those women in my class or in other grades, for example, if they see me laughing at these kinds of, stuff, and even after the teacher said so that we shouldn't laugh at it, then yeah, the woman will lose all respect for me, and I will be a disgraceful man for the rest of my life. I literally always just imagine that whenever I don't want to laugh anymore, and I lock in instantly. And I also change my identity for like a split second. I also become the type of person that never laughs at any of those stuff. I just don't, bro. It is literally like a split second identity shift. It is basically like manifestation, but on steroids, bro. You literally just, it's like you have no choice at all. It is like, yeah, you've burned the boat and you need to make it to the other side now. It is just such a deep and powerful subconscious mindset shift. Like you need to apply this to your day-to-day life. And especially when you're a beginner. Because in the later stages of your self-mastery journey, after you've built up the discipline, the willpower, the productivity, and all of these good things, sure, you can then have some time off and just relax because after that, your mind will be conquered, your ego too, and you'll have a complete control over your reality. And after that, you can allow yourself to just relax. But for the time being, you need to act as if you got a woman pregnant. You need to act as if it was literally like a movie script where your entire family would die if you didn't take action and if you never succeeded. Because after that, it is not whenever someone asks you, so how is your business doing? And if you're gonna, you know, actually make that 10K per month by the end of the ninth month, it's no longer gonna be like, yeah, bro, I'm doing this. Yeah, I've been quite failing at this, but actually, no. It's not gonna be like that anymore. It's gonna be like, oh yeah, bro, I've been studying the thumbnails. I've been looking at so many guys in my niche. I've been analyzing the fuck out of them. You're gonna finally respect yourself and the goal. You're no longer gonna pay attention to the small details. You will adopt the identity of the winner right fucking away. And after you build up that confidence, after you immerse yourself in the first 6 months in that identity shift, then it will just impress your subconscious mind to the point where it will become a part of your identity. And that will keep on manifesting in your life as success and success and success in health, wealth, and the relationships. That's how this shit works. And don't just take this from me. I am a person who has helped countless amounts of people in the past achieve their desired reality, build up their discipline, willpower, productivity, resiliency, stoicism, and all of these good things that every single man should build up and not be weak and susceptible to the education system when it comes to success. And guess what? They haven't even seen my Timeless Leaders Mindsets yet, which is a collection of 24 unbreakable mindsets that, if applied to your day-to-day life, will make sure to guarantee you success in any kind of life situation, in any kind of life test, as long as you implement them correctly and meticulously each and every single day, which I know that you'll do. So click the first link in the description and let's get down to business. Because I know that you have a strong future ahead of yourself, and I know that you have way more potential than you think you have. Anything is possible, bro. All you need to do is to just apply that one mindset shift, and everything will click. But you can still get successful even without purchasing my course, which is completely fine, and I do respect that. Just remember that the first 6 months of your self-mastery journey, yeah, they will be the toughest ones, and you need to act as if you got her pregnant to build up that discipline and willpower and productivity, just to the point where you are a completely different man. Okay? So just remember that. Thank you very much for watching this video. And remember, no one is better at being you